G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. How is everyone? Good middle of the night to you, G-Snap, how are you? G'day Craig, how are you? G'day Steve. G'day Blake. G'day Pete and Collaboration if you're still hanging around. Collaboration got a comment in at 4:05. That must have been right when I scheduled the stream. It's a solid effort. How is everyone? So I don't know if it's public knowledge yet, but I'm going to talk about it on my stream. Sounds like Perth Cichlid Society is going to be liquidated. G'day. Your title always trips me up. Boots, cats, boots, cats. Does that mean like cat's boots, but boots is first? I don't know. Coro's got a live stream going, watching my live stream. That's exciting. I was about to say I didn't know you could do that. All you got to do is screen share, and no different to what do you call it? Watching a video. Anyway, hi Coro's channel. How are you? Do you know what sucks? It's been like a long time since you've been able to, but you can't click on. You used to be able to click on people's usernames. If I go open a new tab. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that either. If I bring YouTube here. Koro works. Alright. So there's my stream, and then if I go look, if I can put my head over my head, and then so now we're streaming my stream with my head on the stream of my head. I can't hear you guys. Oh shit, hang on, let me mute that because I bet the audio is shit. Alright, so you guys are on mute. And then if I just, so now there's a little black spot. I'll just like park myself in this corner. There we go. G'day Kirk, g'day only Oscars. Not that you guys will be able to hear me. I can't hear what you guys are talking about either. Oh, only Oscars is on with Oscars. I've never seen only Oscars. I've only heard about them. So what do we got here? Are they like a black Oscar, or are they just like a dark tiger Oscar? Like, I mean, like dark as in low light. Oh wow, there's more coming. Craig says June's amazing, must be true. I would believe anything that Craig says. That is that one right up the back. It's got like the white trim around the tail. Is that like pure black with a white trim? They're wild Oscars. I've never seen an adult wild Oscar. I've seen a couple of babies like in the so now my stream is yeah, you got to mute it, I think. Otherwise, it depends if you've got desktop audio turned on. I'm confused how we got so many screens now. Alright, so that's me. I'm lost. Hang on. That's me. Then I'm on your screen, and then... No, that's my screen. And then that's your stream in the background. No, that's my I don't know. 70 Oscars. They must be the best looking Oscars in that collection then. If you're just joining, this is Streamception. I can't take credit for that name. That name came from Boots. 74 Oscars. That's pretty cool. Koro's made it that small now that I can't actually see the Oscars. Oh, hang on. Yeah, nah. Oh, there's Oscars over there behind my camera. Oh, so You might notice a new angle that the camera's sitting on. You probably don't, but anyway, I snapped my tripod. Well, I wasn't cleaning my desk. I was having a really poor attempt at cable management. I need to know, how do people that stream and game manage the effing cables? There's cables everywhere. Look, I can literally just grab one right here. So this one goes to one of the USB lights that lights up the green screen. We've got like camera cables. It's out of control. Trust me, there's more than two. She says the white rimmed ones are wild types, yes. They kind of remind me of, I know it's going to sound probably degrading to the fish, but the only other fish I can think of is the white swans that have that same white. I got ripped off with Oscars. I bought some chili red Oscars and it turned out that they were just colour fed standard Tiger Oscars. Zip ties for cables, that's a good idea. Extension leads running to air conditioners, it's out of control. It's a shame I can't hear them. How do I? Hang on. I'm an ideas man. There's many ideas that throw through my mind. Alright, so now we've got a headset, but we're not actually using the microphone. Where's that? Now if I put open sounds, I don't want to open sound settings, my bad. No. Hopefully I don't cut you guys off in this process. Bit of music. I mute that for you guys, and then I pause that music. Alright, now the only problem is I can hear them but you guys can't hear them. What about if
Oh, and Adele. How long have you been backstage?
Oh, there's
Hi.
there we go. I can that so can you guys
Long enough.
long enough. This is
A little bit. He wants to see the Oscars.
Oh, now I can hear myself.
I can't see.
Hey, Rumble.
Yeah, I can hear you. There might just be like a 3-minute delay.
That's a good idea, Craig. Craig says we should do a little dance and watch it dance down the tunnel.
That was funny.
Wow, that delay is huge. That's got to be 20 seconds delay. It's frozen. That's longer than 20 seconds. If I time it correctly, I could just have a conversation with myself.
Yeah, the first class says they should make a standard channel merge feature, right? They should, and they kind of have that go live together, but does it work? No, I haven't heard of it working once.
I've never even heard of this go live together.
There's that like where you can send people the like when you're streaming Twitch.
If I time it correctly, I could just have a conversation with myself.
Look a bit like Craig. Oh, you're backstage again.
Craig's tried the
Hi.
merge feature.
No, I'm having technical issues with phone.
Then you are loud.
I know. I've been really long day at work. And it's the 7:15 p.m.
Oh.
It's too early for me to pass out.
And this game is really tricky.
I saw you cleaning it like Craig.
Clean.
Oh yeah, me too.
I never.
I don't even want to show mine on camera.
Adam's out. He said it's too hard to watch.
Wow, that's at least one Rico behind. Let's not start again. We should have played Rico.
That might actually work. It was broken way before tonight. Right. You want to come hang out with your imaginary friend, Mark?
My imagination is so well.
Did anybody see my 3 million view video on TikTok?
Hey, can't go to the tape today.
Oh, really?
Yep. I didn't see it, but I saw the after. Wet cat. Crazy.
Oh. Well, I guess I won't be doing that again anytime soon.
One more time.
Disney's gone at least 3 times in the same day. It's weird. I don't
I gotta figure out how to do that. I don't know.
It's a video.
Corey says drop the link. I don't even know how.
Yeah. Well, usually it'll come up like when you're watching through YouTube. There'll be a little pair of scissors at the top of the chat. Yeah, it's not on everyone's channel. It's on some, not all. Yeah. I like getting one to Jimmy too. He's funny.
Jimmy P is
I can stand by the fact that I think Jimmy Pooh's been hanging out with Jimmy because he wants Vinny and Mark and Terry. And Mike. Oh, so I've been up
I might mute that tab.
I really
Where's the mouse? Oh, that way. If I mute that tab like that, I can. How do I find my own live stream? There we go. Oh no. Does anyone know how I find my own live stream? Your channel. Maybe it's in there. I did it. Now it probably won't let me post the TikTok link. Yay. Oh. I might take that off. It's so hard. Hang on. My phone is playing my Friday Night Live. Alright, I'm going to leave the background, but I'm going to talk about my fish for a minute. Because after all, we are on my channel. And so I'm presuming, well, they will be able to hear me, but anyway. I went on holiday and I actually missed out on a batch of eggs. I'm spewing. The Farhorns bred. And then it's hard to move the mouse around. Oh, they're watching the TikTok. It's got some seriously bad language in it. Oh, I gotta see what they gotta say. It's so bad. Alright, collaboration. I'll catch you later. What do you mean, who's on first? First class. Nightwalker, are you off? What's the time? It's only 5:20. It's actually really hard to concentrate when there's 5 people in the background. I don't know if they can see me. I'm guessing they can. Where's my music? What can you guys hear now? Just a bit of tunes. That's quite loud. It must be late at night for those guys. Oh no. Koro's packing a thing that we can't. Just for the just for the record, that sort of activity is still illegal here. That's pretty funny. I'm guessing it's legal where he is because he's streaming it. Oh, look, only Oscars. You guys can't see. Sorry. Oh, is that an Oscar sitting on eggs? I'll show you. Hang on. obviously you guys I'll just block out that pipe. We'll call it a pipe. Looks like an Oscar sitting on, oh maybe not, hang on, that Oscar's coming up. They look so majestic. Let's go back to my fish room. This video is ridiculously old. This background. Yes, it's legal over here. It's an American Bit by Laurel Hardy. What's that? So I think even if it was legal here, I wouldn't really do it, simply because it puts me to sleep, like straight to sleep. Anybody else have that problem? Do you know what's weird? Now I'm looking at this video. See that boy there? I've still got him and he's still that same size. I wonder if that's just as big as he's going to get. I think that's the same boy that I've got. These guys have grown a bit. What size is it on? Them. They're a fair bit bigger now. Cyphochromis something. Coro's trying to show something on it on the screen, but it's not focusing. So my camera, like if you put something in front of the screen here, ready? But it's got my face in it, it'll always focus on my face. But if I put my hand, it's going to prove me wrong. So if I cover my face, but then it's just like, it's pretty cool. It's got face face detection. Speaking of my camera, I saw on Facebook the other day. It's 2 years old. The Sony, what is it called? ZV-1. It's like a VZ Commodore, but the opposite. Where are the plants? Boots doesn't do it because it just makes them tired and hungry. I don't know if I get hungry. I literally pass out. Like, I remember, I don't know if I should say this on the interwebs. But anyway, once upon a time I spiked a shisha and I thought it was the funniest thing in the world, and all of a sudden I was the one that was asleep and everybody else was laughing at me. So yeah. These guys talking about the using a grinder for, like a salt grinder for fish food. A lot of cameras these days have eye detect. I remember when my camera came out, that was one of the selling features, is they said it has face detection. I don't know if that's just eye detection, but they call it face detection, probably. I was going to have a conversation about fish. Alright guys, last week Blake said to me, how does the rate of inflation affect my plans for the fish room? So Monday, Tuesday night, somewhere around there, I did a bit of math, and my mortgage is in a lock-in contract at an extremely low rate, and it's not for a while. I've got like 11, 12 months up, maybe exactly 12 months, close to 12 months up my sleeve. But when my mortgage unlocks, it's going to go up $250 a week at the current interest rates, which is crazy because I've got a pretty small mortgage, so I don't know how people are going to survive. So it's probably not a worry just yet, but I'm thinking I'll either sell the 2 IBCs and the 8-foot, or turn them into rainbow trout grow outs. I wouldn't mind growing out. In Australia, we had another hike this week just gone, and that price is if it stays where it is right now. So I don't know, what do you guys think about growing out some rainbow trout for a bit of food? So what it would mean is the 8-foot and the 2 IBCs, no heaters whatsoever. I'd probably take the sump barrel that I've got on it off, and I'd probably build some bigger airlift filters and have the whole lot run completely on air, so I'm eliminating like 200 watts worth of pump electricity. So those are my 2 options. The 2-foot rack I was going to build, it's either not going to go ahead, or B, it'll go ahead as a sale project. I'm not setting it up. It's going to be too expensive to run. The next thing is I'm going to shut down, like, I've got the 4-foot in the shed with the Dimmochromis. That's going to go. I've got the tank with the blackworm culture. That's going to go. What else can I save? There's not real much I can save on the clay pond. I could turn off the aquaponics, but it's pretty minimal. And then the final crunch is, do I sell the 4-foot in the house? I was selling it and then I wanted to keep it, and now it's got the Argenta in it. But that also leads to another thing. If I sell that 4-foot, I need to think about moving the Argenta into the fish room. I need to have a bit of a fire sale on fish also. My fish room's not set up for profits at all. Most of the fish I have is because I love them. But I think I've been in the hobby long enough to know which fish to breed to sell for profits. We'll call it profits, but I need to think about selling or breeding fish that I know I can sell versus breeding fish that I love. Hopefully that doesn't take the fun out of it for me. Obviously flowerhorns sell for a decent price, so that will always stay in there, and like that's where my passion is at the moment. So there's no big loss there, but tanks like this one here, it's got Cyptochromis and gold comps, like, I don't know, I'll probably keep that tank, it looks pretty cool, but I don't know. things like my Buccochromis rhodesii, I think that day that the Zis airstone broke, or fell apart actually, just fell apart and killed half of the colony, I think it did some organ damage to the rest of them. They're not looking good. They're not dying, they're swimming perfectly, but I can't get them to put on any weight at all. So like, I think for them guys the right thing might be to cull them. I put my white lip colony up for sale and I got no bites, so this weekend I might advertise the white lip male, just one male, and see if I can sell the three biggest males, and then there'll be 3 left, and I'll try and sell the last 3 as a group of 3. We've had, I think it's 10 interest rate hikes in 12 months. So it went up 0.25% this week. We've gone from, so when I locked it in, it was 2%, and now we're at 6%. I don't know, I'm guessing across the world, does the interest follow similar rates? First class fish, what happened? So the Buccochromis tank was leaking, so I put them in a 100-litre tub. Keep in mind there was like 25 of them, so they were in like a 600-litre tank or something. Anyway, the tank size is irrelevant. Tank sprung a leak. I put them in a 100-litre tub with just an air stone for 24 hours while I got some silicon in the leak. In that 24 hours, I'm guessing somewhere near the beginning of it, there's this air stones, you know how they unscrew and they've got the little foam thingies? So the fish must have been playing with it or something, and that little weight on the end came unscrewed, and because it had no weight on the bottom, the air stone floated to the top and was just bubbling on the top. Therefore, there was no oxygen in the water for probably like 18 hours or something, and 20 centimeter fish in 100 litres, it just wiped out. I think 8 survived. I don't even think I've got a male. I think they're all girls, but I don't think it's worth sourcing a male for them. I could get them again if I wanted to. Like, I sold that many of them, and I know the people that I've sold them to are breeding them, but I bred them for like 5 years. I think maybe it's time to shuffle them on, you know. People wonder why I hate Zis so much. I promise it's with good reason. It's with good reason. I remember I thought everyone told me the Zis tumblers were like better than, what is it? The latest thing since sliced bread or whatever. And it was actually the Buccochromis as well. I got a batch of like 100 eggs and put them in the extra large one, and it got fungus around the sides of the eggs, and all the eggs stuck to the plastic and died. And I thought it was my fault because I didn't know how to use the tumbler. But I've heard it happen to quite a few people now, and a couple of them are breeders that I really respect, so their tumblers are also blacklisted for me. The only product that looks like it's a good buy is the brine shrimp hatchery, but it's ridiculously expensive. I love my brine shrimp hatchery. It's like a $1 bottle of sparkling water from Coles. and I melted the cap end, and I managed to jam a 19mm black poly tap in the bottom. It's the best thing in the world. So like, you know, when if you've got like the little screw-on 4mm airline and you're like draining the brine shrimp, it takes like 10 minutes for the brine shrimp to come through the little 4mm airline. Mine, I just pull it off, grab it, open, close, and I've got my brine shrimp. I can see why only Oscars can't run only sponge filters now. That amount of Oscars would make a fair amount of waste. I couldn't stock my tanks that heavy. I mean, I have, but I don't think it's good. What other fish might I sell? I sold off about 40 of the polystigma. Is it polystigma or livingstoni? I can't remember. That's something I didn't really talk about on YouTube. Is people kept asking me for Fenestrata, so I kept selling them. And then all of a sudden I had sold my own colony that I was growing out. I had about 5 left, and then one male went rogue and smashed the rest. So I threw a flower horn in with that one male. Oh, can you hear Cooper? Cooper's getting his bum changed by the sounds of it. Anybody else have a kid that just balls their eyes when they get their bum changed? Man, it makes me want to get Oscars again. Oh, I still got one, so I should vent mine and sex it and then try to get the opposite sex and then become an Oscar breeder. Does anyone know if only Oscars has bred Oscars before, or just keeps them as pets? But yeah, is anyone else in the chat cutting down on fish tanks due to interest rate rises? Or just inflation in general? I've cut down on buying food too, which is good for my belly, so not putting on weight and spending less money. Oh, I want an Aquarium Daily mug. Oh, Craig's feeling the pinch too. What I want to know, right? Are we just going to feel the pinch for a 12 months or 2 years, or is the pinch going to be forever? Like, not forever, but like 10 years. I've never owned a house through a mortgage rate hike, so I don't even know what's going to happen. Steve dropped from 48 tanks to 1. G'day George, how are you? I think I know a lot of people that have had a tank bust in the house, and it meant that the hobby was over for them. Craig thinks 18 months. See, 18 months would be good because my mortgage unlocks in 12 months, and then it'd be 6 months of hardship. I'm not broke, don't get me wrong, but I just like my house is half renovated, and I don't want to stop saving to finish it. You know, I've got enough money to do my kitchen, and now I'm too scared to do it because I don't want to get rid of the money. You know. I don't really need to buy fish. One of the great things about my flower horns is I've got so many effing ingredients. I've got the KZZ line, I've got my line, I've got the KZZ fader line, I've got a KZZ unknown line, I've got Fat Boy Cross, not pure Fat Boy, and now I've got Camphor line, which did I show you guys yet? Oh, and then I've got Base Boy, which is another line. Do you guys know who Base Boy is? I'm trying to think of. So, oh, and then the fry up the top that my friend bred is a different line again. So I've got 8 lines of flower horn. Wow, really? And then I've got the 8 lines. I didn't realise that. And then I've got the Texas Cross flower horn. I've got the Red Mammon culls. And then I've got 2 classic camphors. Which classic camphor falls more under flower horn? So 9 flower horns and 2 hybrid flower horn additives. That's out of control. No wonder I need to move fish around in the fish room. One fish I won't sell, I've got the Madagascan Manarabo or whatever they're called. They won't get sold. I've got my Dovi are starting to kill each other. I should sell them. So I was thinking, I got the 9 foot up the top. Instead of trying to divide it and put flower horns in it, you know those baskets, those cages that I make? I was thinking about making like 2.5 foot diameter cages, so they go all the way from the front to the back, and I could fit like 7 or 8 of those cages along the whole thing. So then that's like 7 or 8 male flower horns growing out, or even 9, because one I could put like a girl on the outside of those cages swimming around them. But yeah, I'm thinking like big cages, so like the space they have will be bigger than if they're in that divided tank just behind me there. Like the cages would be as big as that, if not bigger. Because I've got, so my pickle is, I want to start setting my room up more directed towards flower horn selecting and refining. My tanks are a shit size for flower horns. Like 2.5 foot by 2.5 foot. It's too big for one male, but it's too small for 2 males. So like same thing, like these tanks here, I could just run 2 cages in them. I think that's the move. I saw a really cool thing. It was, so like this, I'm on a few pages that they don't speak English, and this guy posted a video, and he had like a little basket, you know, like a peg basket, maybe like 200 mil diameter, and it was upside down sitting in the tank. And I said to him, I was like, sorry for posting in English, hopefully translator works. Why is the basket in the tank? And he said, basket collects debris. So the debris lands in the basket, and so like he's got a pair laying eggs, and while they're cleaning the tank and stirring up the bottom, it all settles in the basket. Which makes sense. You know how if you like have an ornament in a fish tank and then like you move it, all the debris is under it. Like this guy's like cracking the code to keeping the bottom clean, because the cleaner the bottom is, the more eggs that survive when they breed. So like this guy's just got a clothes peg basket for like probably like 30 cents in Thailand, maybe even cheaper, and like just cool little idea that I've never heard anybody in Australia mention. I wonder if it would work like even in like a tank with substrate, if you know like the real fine substrate gets the shitty debris sitting on top. I wonder if you could have like a basket in the corner of that and it would work. Craig's got plecos coming out of his ass. You can send them to me if you want. No, don't, because I'll forget that they're in a tank and then neglect them. G'day Belinda, how are you? I wondered if you were around. If Craig's around, I was presuming that you were around. I don't even know what LO... Is that Vampire Pleco? LOO2. Tiger Pleco. I've still got... I think I've got 2 L333s. I should try and source some more. I've got fish living with the L333s. I'll have to Google it. If you just type in African cichlid on Google, it'll be there. The golden maboonas. What are they called? Melonochromis. I can't say that. Aratus. I actually at one stage had some of them breeding in my mother-in-law's tank, but they got too aggressive for her and were killing each other, and she asked me to take them. Is there much like line breeding for quality in the L number plecos? Man, I searched African cichlid. Now I'll see a few fish I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind getting. Nah, I'm not getting new fish. I'm not even going to say it out loud. I could get some, no, we must not. What's going on? In this video that's in the background, I've got the short body silks up with the KZZ girl. I don't think I ever bred them. Alright, anyway guys, I might wrap it up. Missus got to go out at 6, so I've got to be off the computer a few minutes before 6. Yes, it is only 6 PM here. I might play Hogwarts after the young fella goes to sleep. I don't know. Does anybody find if you get that you... I'm not like that into video games, like, so I got Hogwarts. I probably put like 4 hours into it over 5 days or 4 days, and then I got sick, I got busy, and I haven't played it for like 3 weeks. And then now, because I've had a 3-week gap, I don't feel like playing it. Does anybody else get that? That's the dilemma I face right now. Oh. I also need to do a bit of research on laptops for my uncle. Steve says that's me all the time. I've either got to play it every day or not at all. I'll try to get back into it. I don't have work tomorrow. How good is that? I might go into work and get my motorbike tyres. Oh, so check this out. All the dirt bike people in here might find this interesting. So I got Moose tubes, and I built a Moose tube tyre changer out of 25mm MDF. And it worked. Like, I got them off, and then today I got one on. I went and bought like 500 grams of rubber grease. It made it a lot easier. Shane gets that same game thing. Alright, so I'm going to try and play it. I tried streaming a couple of times, but A, it's not a gaming channel, so that nobody watched it, and B, my computer couldn't keep up. Yeah, there was a game like 12 months ago, New World, that came out, and I smashed that. I got to top level. I didn't like complete everything, but I got to top level. But there was not much end game content, so like as soon as I got bored, it was over. And then like now there's more content in the game, but I can't be fucked kicking it off again. The worst thing is like with the MMO, like if you top level and then you have a break and then you go back to it, it's kind of like it takes a while just to even remember all the attacks and that. Anyway guys, I was serious, I've got to go. I hope everyone's has a good night. I'm going to post a video tomorrow, I promise. If I promise it to you guys, it must be true. I've actually got like 4 videos on my phone which are unedited that I need to edit and post because I've got no room on my phone. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Peace out.